friends and family members, we are gathered here today to honor and cherish the life and memories of a truly wonderful and amazing person, my grandfather, Lewis Clark. As many of you all know, he was in the hospital for the past 3 weeks with pneumonia before he passed on to a better place on the 25th of March, just this last Thursday. I know he will not want to cry from his passing or today, because we're here for celebration. He wants to be as happy as he was throughout his entire life. We can be thankful in knowing that he's no longer in pain, and I'm sure he's smiling down on us right now from heaven. From his birth in New York and throughout his entire life here in California, he's always made people smile. Even those that didn't know him were always smiling and laughing around him. For those of you that don't know, let me tell you a little bit of my grandfather's life. Lewis Clark was born in Utica, New York, June 15, 1923. His parents, Fred and Mary, his parents were Fred and Mary. As a child, he was always so happy and free. He loved sports. He was an exceptional athlete at football and baseball, excelled in those, he did everything he did. Upon his graduation in 1941, my grandfather decided that he wanted to see the world, so he enlisted in the Navy. He served in the USS Enterprise in the Pacific. He saw action during the battles of Midway, Coral Sea, and the historical Doolittle raid on Japan. My grandfather decided he served out his 4 years in the Navy and that wasn't for him anymore, so he got out. And once he got out, which was a good thing, because it's there, when he moved back to New York, where he met the one of his dreams, Eleanor Johnson. And on October 7th, 1946, they got married. They decided to stay in New York for that. They had 3 wonderful children. Judy, my aunt, my father, Alan, and my uncle Kevin. In 1960, they decided to pack up, all 5 of them, and make that long cross-country trek where they moved to California. Upon his arrival in California, my grandfather got a job at a steel mill. Worked at that place for 20 long years, working hard every day. And in 1980, he finally decided it was time to retire. My grandfather's a tough man, as many of y'all know. He survived 2 open-heart surgeries in 1987 and 1992. Not many people can do that. He led a happy life in his retirement. He spent it golfing, bowling, and bringing joy to everyone who knew him, and even those that didn't. Let me tell you about some of my favorite memories of my grandfather. As a kid growing up, we all used to love going over their house. Because going to my grandfather's house meant swimming. And even at his age, he would keep up with the best of us in the pool. There was no beating Grandpa. Going to Grandpa's house also meant oranges. My brother and I spent half our childhood in those orange trees in their backyard, picking oranges. And half the time, we'd eat so many of them that we were too full for the reason we went over to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and that was for dinner. Some of my fondest memories of my grandfather are him playing Santa at a neighborhood Christmas party. Once again, even people he didn't know, making all the little kids smile. Even though I knew it was Grandpa, none of the other ones did, and they thought it was the real Santa Claus. I don't know, I was never get the golf lessons my grandfather tried to give me as a teenager. I had such a wicked slice, I think I might have even tried his patience several times. And I always looked forward to hearing his stories as well. He would always amaze us with his stories from the Navy and the things that he saw and the battles that he fought in. Everyone always loved to hear those amazing stories. These are just a few of the cherished memories that I have of my grandfather. My grandfather managed to touch so many people's lives in his 87 years on this earth. Everyone that loved him and always said it was such a pleasure to be around him. My grandfather lived a happy and carefree life. He was always joking and playing until the very end. When I was in New Mexico, I would always get the emails from my aunt and my sister saying I was at the hospital. He was flirting with the nurses. Unfortunately, in the end, we all know it was coming, and we can thank in God for taking him to a better place and relieving him of his pain. Grandpa, we all miss you, and we all love you. The world's a better place for having you in it. Thank you.